So I'm planning instruction for an SEL intervention, and a key question to think about is what do you want a typical week to look like? And it's going to, of course, depend on how many days a week you're meeting with students. But we're talking about what a typical session looks like, and then if you have multiple a week, are they the same or are they different? And you might have a pacing guide where you have these lessons you're going to go through with students, but think about it. Students, it's unlikely they're going to walk into your space and you're just going to immediately launch into this harmony lesson or this school connect lesson with them. So how are you going to welcome them? Are you going to have some type of welcoming or check-in ritual? Are you going to do grade checks with students? Maybe secondary, that's pretty common. You see on this example here, there's a row for lessons and instruction. So kind of that didactic, you are presenting and guiding students through a worksheet or a video or some reflection activity. There's absolutely that in almost all cases. But you see other rows there for different kinds of drills or exercises that you might repeat. And those are definitely in your toolbox as well. And the repetition of them can be really stable and predictable for students and good. So like, let's go through some of those, like matching game. Well, I skipped past. Let's talk about mood check-in rituals. So number of interventionists I've worked with, and I did this when I was an interventionist, will start with a mood check-in. So you may have students check in on the mood meter and then use a pixel chart to kind of color in the square of where they are. And that could be your ritual for every time students come into group. When we get to those drills or exercises, though, matching game, like this is kind of basically apples to apples, but with SEL skills. So you could present students with a deck of SEL skills, and then one by one we have a situation, and then students have to offer the skill in their card deck that's most relevant to that situation, and then explain or role play, depending on your comfort level, how that would actually look. So that's a gamified, great way to maybe every week, once a week, have a ritual or an exercise that involves a lot of different SEL skills. You could have decision-making scenarios where you use those same situation cards and provide students with a situation, and then you have them work through the different options available and the pros and cons, and then rationalize which one they would choose. And then again, that could lead into reflection, sharing, discussion, role plays, if you will. And comic strip worksheets. You could present students with scenarios, either in a video or written, and have them write out or draw out what a particular SEL skill would look like in that situation. So there's a lot of different options at your disposal besides just the lessons and instruction from a curriculum that you're using.